fascinating forests and mountains of India's Arunachal Pradesh. The Apatani tribe has utilized the abundance of bamboo around them to forge an incomparable system of coexistence. Forests occupy approximately 1/3 of the Earth's land area. In this vastness, people have forged meaningful links with these behemoth landscapes. On one hand, forests have been a source of fear for their undiscovered depths. But on the other, they have been endlessly used for their vast resources to contribute to the development of communities. Most of us live in the incessant maze of metropolitan cities, but away from the chaos of these concrete jungles, the wild forests of the world are still considered home by rare communities. These unique tribes inhabit feral forests and harness their elements to forge a system of coexistence like no other. The Apatanis of Zero Valley are a marvelous example of the ingenious ways man has learned to live with nature. Nestled within the lower ranges of India's eastern Himalayas, the bowl-shaped Zero Valley boasts the backdrop of majestic pine-clad mountains and evergreen forests. Situated 5,700 feet above sea level, the valley is often enveloped by a blanket of mist, masking the remarkable lives of the Apatani people. With no written records of Apatani history, there is still confusion as to where the tribe originates. Through folktales, the people of this region have passed down some knowledge of their history and their ancestors to the younger generations.
Actually, Apatani peoples is mythologically believed. Our ancestors, they said, we are coming from Tibet. And some people say we come from Sangpo River, which is in Tibet. Based on historical artifacts, like archaeological artifacts, we are here more than 2-3 centuries ago.
The area is peppered with an array of wild bamboo, but most Apatanis also cultivate their own forests with Japanese timber bamboo, a species locally referred to as BJ. Bamin Bolan is a farmer who has inherited his bamboo garden from his ancestors.
The forest is part of our life. So, Apatani people, we reside only this place. That's why the forest is a very limited resource we have. So, all the forest is belong to our community, our individual, and our family also. So, to keep our resource to not to be empty, it always be keep growing up for the generations to come.
The Apatanis will often maintain their BJ gardens for practical reasons, such as fence repairing. But this practicality is weaved in with the Apatanis' highly spiritual beliefs. The bamboo is only ever cut on the right side and in a diagonal fashion so as to not disturb the spirits they believe to live in the bamboo.
This is called Apatani Dao. And it's very important in our part of life, and it's also an identity of Apatani to carrying a knife in every uses. So this Self of this dao is made of bamboo, and this the tip of this the ilyo is made of pine wood. So this is one side sharpened. So if it's double sharp, then when we cut down the bamboo, it can be slip off. So we cut down because the water cannot be go inside deep down the bamboo roots and not spoil the root of the bamboo. And so it's protect from the rainwater to get rot in damage the bamboo root. And by doing this, we can again protect the bamboo root will protect. So the next season it will grow automatically.
This remarkable species of bamboo is one of the world's fastest growing plants. The speed of the growth makes the bamboo an ideal source of material for the construction of the Apatani homes.
Bamboo grow very fast. From the beginning of the shoot, it's take 1 month to grow till top. To become a mature, it's take a year or 2 year or 3 year to become a good size. So to cut the bamboo for our use. It's because it's grow very fast. Within 2 years, we can cut it down and we can use for our material, means house building materials or all the domestic purpose in household items.
The importance of these bamboo forests can be seen by the strong fences built to keep out wild animals. The plants are a treasure that needs to be protected. Vijay means everything to the Apatanis. It is their source of livelihood and the single most important element of their lifestyle. Koj Mama is a member of the Apatani tribe who organizes study tours to educate the world about their way of life.
The Apatani people coexist with the bamboo forest by using the bamboo as a different type of crafts. Because from the bamboo we make several things. We make the craft like pipi for drying our grain, then baju for carrying firewood, and we make the shrine and an altar from the bamboo. Also we use as a firewood from the bamboo. We made a house from the bamboo, right from the flooring, then wall and then roofing. It's all made of the bamboo. And those days there is no other source, so because of that the Apatani people use the bamboo. So we can say that's the lifeline of the Apatani people.
The houses here are called udes and are made almost entirely out of the bamboo cultivated nearby. Even without the use of nails for binding, these udes can last up to 15 years.
In olden day we used the can, but in modern day, because of the convenience, we use the plastic roof for binding and making house.
Bamboo is also flattened and sun-dried for close to a year to remove the moisture and prevent insect infection. Once dried, it's weaved to form the strong and sturdy walls of the Apatanis' homes. Take Kogo is a 53-year-old Apatani villager who wants to repair his veranda before the wet season begins.
Mol me kaku berol kinwa. Ngobijar itu, mungkin sinda mana pabir pakai udah jauh berkupa. Si bija aja, si pura guna kosi akadau. Mungkin pakora oi masih tak akas atau si pona geraku. Mungkin semi cepat pakai. Tapi ngau bija semi, irinan pangwai jauh pak, kalau punya lay jauh lelah, sekolah kepot lelah.
With the help of his wife and daughter, Take Kogo replaces the year-old panels with the new bamboo panels.
Bija komposer lagi dah, bija ni mana bija lagi dah. Miko kerja relal jalan muda, Miko kubije mi miko ku bajam bango be budola rema pora mi bije pabikema kapane o sata ka to nyama kora mi ka ato ko nyama kora miko ku budola ong ore mana pala cha bije buduna simi ngka bije simi ngo anya pulo bare o te pani padila aka ami papa payala.
The Apatani people have not only honed a skill of using bamboo, but they have also learned to harness this peculiar resource to use in every aspect of their lives. The Apatani women also use other resources to distinguish themselves in an extremely strange manner. Residing in the far-flung Zero Valley of Arunachal Pradesh, the unique Apatani culture is still thriving. Amidst the bamboo forests and the mountain backdrop, these hard-working people go about their lives living in harmony with the land. As the men tend to the bamboo gardens, the women stay behind in the village, playing the role of homemaker. The Apatani tribe has an age-old culture of women having tattoos and nose plugs. A myth behind this ancient facial art was that it was carried out to make Apatani women less beautiful, to prevent outsiders from stealing them.
Apatani peoples, we having own identities. We having this tattoo. Actually, those days people believed, for example, this Apatani women, those who were having this like big tattoos and this big nose plug, they were counted as very beautiful.
Takayarin is one of the last few women who still display their traditional tattoos and nose plugs. Her nose bridge and chin were tattooed when she was 10 years of age.
No catching to the tent, Lord of Tre. So I melala. Running paroin, Papa couldn't saw her melala. Yeho, Hula, Jumbo, Mukibutola, Budola. A cat, Yeho, Patel Villala. See, Tereber Eka, Pananuvilla. So, Hula, Hook to Dilita, Yeho Budola Jatin.
The moment bleeding occurs, black soot and water from boiled rice are applied to the skin. For the next few days, oil from big tallow is applied on the area. Eventually, when the scarring heals, a tattoo is born. This whole process can only be carried out by the Apatani women. These women also have another distinctive feature, known as the Yaping Hulo.
Hello, so, hope for Colocho, Simi, or so the Alabudola, or some kind of Hunan, or Buro, Buyam, Buro, Alu, Buro, Alu, Lujola, or Alugu. Oh, Buro Lodalico, Sitan Kupila, Alugurukuna. Ani jam Pumapo. Yeru Kola, Ani jam Pumapo. So la yamurolla, o yamu de gelico, so la budola, la nelana, o gene ludon, yamucherondon, Zeburopa alulian, lugula, hula, o mi hopala, alulusilla, o alulusini in dalala, o Zeburo etapa. Hola la ho alu sila sujo. Ma ulu yaping lo korom kabela yaping ponyo kabela mute yaping ai ka sujo. Na ya tepe ping uto soko jalo kenyali kutelala. Tepe kitote pakotote yaping kotote la ulu kujalo ading hujate kujalo tachingken kumapa. Taking kumapa. No senyalo lo kanyimu ya patasi.
As the community grew and roads started to creep into the valley, the Apatani culture stepped out of its isolation isolation and into a modern world. And as a result, the younger generations have stopped practicing some of the Apatani traditions. Yameng is Takiyarin's daughter.
Xiaba si ngunu bilo ya pimi ngka hente gena ta choa. Gena. Hente ya pimi bilo ngo gena na la ngunu santenya ka to molu haka buro gilyo nguntre hente pimi buro gena do la haka biji o ku siska ka biji alyo gilyo la ho saka so Europa megena do la nyivya pa pamiri le la choa. So ka lain so pamiri cha re le la nyivya uro do pala. Pa ko ru to la mate pimi pa ko ne ya hemi ya de me ku ta chesi parurana do na Aci mana tipem gede ya pingu kumata tipem ngunu gus tali lang ngunu hela coa sesi tipem gudu coa mepakot mana. Oh ya pim ya kalau ngunu mana salah kotok. Ya pas santai nya gak genu ni kalah kulala yo. Akaso surat king sedana. Meda gu ho gudo kunu metaku.
The evolution of the Apatani culture can be seen clearly on the faces of the women. The oldest women sport tattoos and nose plugs. Middle-aged women only have tattoos, and the youngest generations have neither. Although this tradition is in decline, other practices are still going strong. Apatani women still inherit the tradition of Chiching Chini, the art of weaving. These cotton shawls are weaved with a simple machine called Chiching that is also made out of bamboo. Takaya Sung is one of the many Apatani women who has perfected the art of weaving.
Si ginanan pa sela. Ho se mi ginanan pa sa lo men se ginanan pa. Ho si ni ariru si lo pa si lo me pa hu po ting pa. Ala jo.
Ho se tapu.
Ho tapu. Ho si lo ko lo pu nan. Ke pia lupa ko ke empia la ho empia pula la ho ka sang khu la tumi se la ho si tampang che bilo
In a matter of days, women folk can weave a zigzuro, a traditional shawl commonly used by men at festivals.
Aya do la so ho nyala ni khai pa ngunu ni mo tu ke ti bucho ho ngunu email ke ana wa chin mi kapala la ngun chingkati la chin email ke ti ku no ngunu ano akhar ho ke email ke ti bucho aya do la so jo.
With the women weaving and working in the confines of the village, the men will often find themselves working long hours in the bamboo forest. This has forced them to perfect the craft of using bamboo to cook their meals outdoors.
When we come to the bamboo garden or bamboo forest, when we to cut for cooking, we use cut like this. So the big hollow should be in up and the small sizes in the down. So we'll cut in this way. So that we can peel the egg and rice and put some water and then cook in the fire. So we cook in this bamboo because the flavor of the bamboo itself is make delicious to eat whatever we cook, egg or rice. So it is hollow, but the bamboo present in the body of the bamboo, it's the sweet taste which pass onto the dish of whatever we cook. So without adding anything, just a pinch of salt, we'd cook with egg and rice, and it's very tasty. And slow cooking on over fire.
Bamin Bolan starts a fire using something he learned from his father. He uses a small piece of pine tree which contains a resin that is highly flammable.
Whenever we come to the wood or forest garden, and we used to light the fire like this. So with the help of this fine small piece of fire, we can light a bit more.
Dried bamboo previously used for fencing is now used to fuel the fire.
I bring some eggs here inside the bamboo. This slip it out, and then I put here. This rice I bought from my home. I put it inside, and some water I brought from the stream. I put it inside together, and I just put it here. This is used as a tongue, and this tongue will help this bamboo to rotate so that this side is not burned. So our hand will be safety. And this will bamboo cooking is very fast. It will take 5 to 6 minutes to cook.
This practice of cooking with bamboo might have been a product of the Apatani surroundings, but it has inevitably matured into a tradition that will forever be passed down through the generations.
So I learned it from my father. So it's the father passed to the son, and I pass to my son, and he'll go on like this.
The Apatani people exude an elegance in their coexistence with their natural elements. Not only have they cultivated forests filled with bamboos, they have learnt to care for it and harness it in every conceivable way without ever using bamboo for commercial purposes. The early settlers of the valley had the vision of establishing a concept of sustenance to care for their future generations. This vision has come good with the people here, exhibiting a deep respect for the land. They live in natural harmony with the land, just like their forefathers.
So this is the way of life. We cannot make this bamboo as a commercial, or we cannot send out to this bamboo to the outside. This our Apatani treasure, and they're part of life.
Deep in the heart of the Mayan forest in Central America, descendants of the ancient Maya are still carrying out their rich traditions. The forest is their farm, and the ancient Mayan ruins are their gardens. After the Amazon, the Maya forest is the largest tropical rainforest in the Americas. The 13.3 million acre forest, which stretches across Belize, northern Guatemala, and through Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, was the birthplace of the ancient Maya civilization. Its extensive and diverse forests have provided a livelihood for the descendants of the Maya people. Carrillo Puerto is a village in the state of Quintana Roo. This southeastern Mexican state is well known for being populated by ancestors of the ancient Maya. The Maya is a Mesoamerican civilization that is believed to have begun around 200 AD. The Maya culture has long been respected for its art, architecture, and mathematical and astronomical systems. The ancient Mayans' intelligence also led to a unique relationship with the tropical rainforest that they lived in. And that relationship has been passed on through the generations. Victoria is a conservationist who advises villagers on how to conduct and manage forestry in the region.
Y ahorita esta comunidad son descendientes de esos mayas. Entonces a veces no se sabe que existen los mayas, descendientes de aquellos antiguos mayas. Entonces estos que hoy hemos estado platicando son descendientes de esos mayas antiguos, ¿no? Y entonces, bueno, eso es bien importante porque estamos hablando de una civilización maya viva. ¿Por qué? Porque estos son sus descendientes directos, porque hablan su lengua.
The ancient Maya used the forest in a myriad of ways. Not only was the forest a source of sustenance, but it also provided them with the materials to build their homes. This ancient lifestyle
como ustedes pueden ver, esta es una construcción maya, son casas que se construyen tipo maya, se hace con la madera de la región, o sea, con material de la región, por ejemplo, la madera se saca del monte, y acá buscamos el terreno, lo adecuamos para construir la casita, y luego se va en el monte, se corta la madera, se trae, y se empieza la construcción.
The roofs of the Maya houses are made out of guano leaves, which are found in abundance in the Mexican rainforest.
Y entonces de allá se saca también los guanos que se utilizan para los techos, y pues los techos se ponen de guano porque son más frescos en épocas de calor. Y acá se hace, se pone una forma redonda, y entonces y también para cuidarlo del aire que viene, por ejemplo, acá si viene un huracán.
The Maya were keen conservationists of the forest and are known to have practiced forest management before their decline. This delicate relationship with the dense jungle landscape is most evident through their agricultural practice. Agriculture was a huge aspect of the Maya lifestyle, and that dependence on crops like maize gave birth to a system known as milpa.
Bueno, milpa se le dice al sistema tradicional de producción de maíz en todo México, o sea, igual aquí en esta zona maya del estado de Quintana Roo donde estamos. Y significa el lugar donde se hace la producción de maíz y se asocia con otros cultivos, no solo maíz, va generalmente asociado a calabaza, ibes.
The milpa system is employed by a considerable amount of farmers in the region, and it can be a common sight to see a well-maintained corn plantation tucked into a thick and dense forest. There are a number of steps to take in the creation of a milpa within a forest.
El proceso para crear una milpa primero es ver el guamil, si tenga 8 años o 6 a 8 años.
A huamil is an area or part of a forest that's been left behind by farmers after it's been used for milpa. These huamils are left to rest for at least 6 years. Although the average time the field is rested is around 8 to 10 years, it is not uncommon for some fields to be only used after 15 to 30 years.
Un guamil, este es un guamil que en esta parte baja, bueno, esto tiene como 1 año, pero la parte del guamil es la que alcanzamos a ver atrás de esta área. Este guamil tiene más o menos 6 años, que es una de las edades donde ya la gente lo puede reusar para volver a hacer su milpa.
Don Fidel and his fellow farmers know exactly which areas will be suitable for his new milpa. But before they can begin, they conduct a special ritual.
Y de ahí, entonces, para empezar primero nosotros hacemos, bueno, de nuestros tradicionales, de nuestros abuelos, nos han enseñado para pedirle a Dios que nos cuiden ahí donde vamos a trabajar. Nos encomendamos, hacemos primicia ahí donde vamos a trabajar, preparamos pozol, o el sacá que le dicen en maya.
Pozol essentially refers to the fermented cornstarch that provides the farmers with the energy needed to clear the forest.
Y ya lo vamos poniendo en el altarcito para que ya don Amado pues ya que le pida a Dios que nos cuide siempre donde sea que andemos y trabajando o andemos trabajando en otros lugares igual. Esa es la creencia que tenemos aquí en la zona maya. Porque de ahí vivimos, entonces por eso lo vamos a cuidar, para que se quede a nuestros hijos, no lo vamos a maltratar, sabemos trabajar.
Once an area of the forest is chosen, the next process is rosa. This involves the cutting of all the little plants through the use of a machete. The bigger trees are chopped using axes, and this part is called tumba.
Lo que es la rosa, tumba y quema lo aprendimos de nuestros abuelos, los antepasados. Así hacemos la milpa.
Once the area is cleared by the cutting and chopping, the farmers will have to wait for the freshly cut trees to dry up before a quema can take place. Usually, they wait for about 4 to 5 months.
Después de que se seque todo ya lo que tumbamos, entonces ya lo podemos quemar, ya podemos entrar a ver, a checar cómo está el aire para poder quemarlo, para no quemar a otros milpas, porque a veces también están pegadas las milpas. Primero checamos o prendemos un encendedor o con las mismas hojas nos muestra cómo va el aire. Entonces donde vemos que está yendo el aire, entonces nosotros lo vamos a prender enfrente.
Burning an area is carefully calculated based on wind directions so that the Mayan farmers can control the fire. Dried corn skins are often used as fuel for the burning process. After the milpa is burnt completely, the farmers wait for the rainy season to start so that they can begin planting their crops.
Entonces, cuando ya está la quema, entonces ya se supone que el terreno está listo para hacer la siembra, ¿no? No hay ninguna señal dentro del área agropecuaria del ejido, no hay ninguna señal. Uno, si no conoce, pareciera que es todo un área de selva secundaria de diferentes edades y no veo uno no ve fronteras. Entonces, más viene a través del conocimiento de su propio territorio. Eso sí, cada gente de las comunidades, cada campesino conoce perfectamente bien su comunidad, todo lo conoce.
The Mayan forest also holds the key to giving the world a unique product: chewing gum. The Mayan civilization might have completely disappeared from Central America 900 AD, but their descendants and culture still hold strong in this region. Felipe Carrillo Puerto is another village in Quintana Roo that continues the Mayas' ancient practice of milpa. This forest garden was used as a milpa 10 years ago, but had been left to replenish. After the processes of rosa, tumba, and quema, the garden was soon ready for plantation. Today, Don Jalo and his fellow farmers will be planting corn seeds in their milpas. Corn has been the staple crop in this region since the dawn of the Mayan civilization.
Y entonces ya viene la siembra, donde ya la gente se auxilia con una herramienta manual. Es una herramienta hecha de madera que se llama espeque, que finalmente es como una estaca, que la gente lo toma de cualquier parte de las áreas de vegetación, y con eso se ayuda para ir haciendo la siembra, ¿no? Entonces va buscando los lunarcitos del suelo, porque en esta zona donde estamos es una zona con suelo muy pobre. Es una tierra que generalmente está con piedras, ¿no? Piedras y suelo y tierra. Y entonces la gente va buscando los lugarcitos donde hay tierra, ayudados con el espeque, hacen un huequito y dejan caer 3 semillas.
Ya luego, después de 3 meses que se germinó y todo el proceso entonces nace el elote y pues es la cosecha que se está haciendo.
Although the milpa system was cultivated to produce a variety of maize types, this sustainable form of agriculture is now used to grow a myriad of other crops like beans and squash. which complement the corn plantation. Don Fidel and his workers have decided to harvest some of the corn from the forest garden.
Es que esto es lo que sirve para es condimento para la comida. Esto es lo que se utiliza como recado. Se utiliza para preparar cochinita, para pollo, o sea, a todo sirve para la preparación de la comida.
También a lo mejor no se pudo ver, pero aquí el sistema de almacenamiento, como es maíz para todo el año, la gente hace lo que se llama una troje. Esa troje va adentro de la milpa, y ahí la gente se respeta unos a los otros, en esa troje se queda. Y la gente sabe que esa troje llena de maíz, de mazorcas, pertenece a una familia y no van y se roban esas mazorcas, ¿no? Entonces, ya esa es la forma de almacenado durante todo el año. Las familias cada vez que necesitan maíz van y se traen una cantidad de maíz así y durante todo el año, ¿no?
Although farmers build and maintain milpas to cultivate crops, the great Maya forest is already filled with a unique tree that has long since provided the Maya descendants with another source of income. The Chicozapote is a tree species that is found widely in Mesoamerica. The chicle latex from these trees was used to create chewing gum. The presence of these trees near ancient Mayan cities suggests that chewing gum existed in that era and is not by any means a modern invention. In addition to providing the chicle gum, these trees were also used to carve doors and woodwork in Mayan structures.
Porque se habla que los mayas hicieron ese manejo de estas especies. Especialmente el chicozapote se usa la madera, se usa el látex y se usa el fruto. Entonces el látex hasta hoy mismo es utilizado y es de ahí donde se obtiene la goma de mascar, el chicle, que bueno, en México le decimos chicle.
Locals who harvest gum are called chicleros. Basilio Tunbuk has been a chiclero for more than 20 years, since he was only 16 years old. It's a job that has been passed down from his father. Latex can be harvested repeatedly from a single tree. After each harvest, the chicleros will leave the tree for more than 10 years before they revisit the same tree. Deep in the forest, Basilio has found a suitable tree for his harvesting. There are cuts on this tree indicating it has been harvested some 10 years back. The process is similar to that of tapping latex from rubber trees. Using a machete, Basilio creates zigzag gashes in the tree trunk before placing a simple bottle to collect the flowing latex. After securing himself with a rope, he then starts climbing the tree, making additional gashes to create a path of flow for the gum. The gum begins to flow into each cut below it, creating a uniformed and elegant pattern, eventually dripping into the bottle. It's a tedious process that takes approximately 12 hours.
Bueno, es que chimbale busite precaución an agre ga ma cha sumjin de ka se bustina hakcha ba kile man ma se lo achina sumo ga cha go busite riesgo he ma so me so correte ite wa caso chune ya shan wa minan kang wa ba este chune ya ka le te ka peligro he lo na no ma se
Basilio brings the day's collection of latex back home and begins cooking it. This raw latex from the tree needs to be cooked so as to thicken its viscosity. Basilio usually cooks it for several hours, with his teenage son assisting him.
Yang de posisi yang tu saya dikasih kan ni tu mereka betul kangar mana cikla pe me bisa bala, mapa me asta kacta kana seli wow pe asta fuerte shani chin ba chine bite kasih dia go pero pues yan kaso shanti tu mentene be shano kas me ngapa.
Before long, the hot latex becomes chewable. Basilio does a simple test. He chews it like a ready-made bubble gum, except it's flavorless. The gum is now ready to be sold to nearby localities.
Bueno, in Congo na chende ustian ras petkaka in Congo uta mami to ye mene mako kumia. Uno te pina dor petkaka bishia ko moha ete chene u kilo asesene baso chiko to ma upit meno situ me be ma we ana selu o me ma we organizado ese me encuentra te selu o comité le ha manga chiclo.
The story of chicle is now coming full circle. Once in its early history, it was only a simple thirst quencher for Maya workers in the forest. But over time, it became a major export to drive the production of chewing gum. Although many companies have by now started using cheaper synthetic alternatives, chicle has always been the organic option. And in this day and age, this cottage industry is undergoing a revival due to the growth and popularity of organic foods. The people of this region have used the ancient knowledge of their ancestors to carry on the tradition of sustainable agriculture, a tradition that allows them to coexist with their environment in an effective way while still preserving the nature around them for generations to come. Forests might be inaccessible to most, but their insular nature has not stopped the Mayan descendants in Mexico and India's Apatani people from using them to establish remarkable communities. These pioneering communities have learned to sustain themselves on the natural elements found in these forests, slowly creating a system of coexistence that should be respected and studied by the rest of the world.